So today, Wildcard left us a little surprise. They tweeted out, this little tweet here stating that Aquatica is not made by them. It is a Snail Games, only deal. They were in charge of, you know, Ark Survival and Ark 2. And so that had everyone wondering what's going on. Well, and then a little while later, they released a trailer for something that I did not see coming, especially for a game that was, essentially being remastered, which is kind of weird. And they released a new map DLC for it. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. That's not my area of what I want to do with art content. So this is just me reacting to the trailer. Of course, I'm going to check it out. I have to. I mean, as a person that has played Ark for a while, not on YouTube, but in my life for a while since I was, about 13. So probably as long as Ark's been out. So 10 years. So yeah, in their 10-year celebration, they decided to release this for Ark Survival Evolved. So let's get into it. Okay, so Aquatica, Ark Aquatica, coming out for Survival Evolved. We're just gonna kind of break down. I'm gonna turn off the sound here because I don't want to have to keep pausing it just so I can, kind of discuss. So we'll just kind of break down the trailer and then we'll kind of go over the little deal that they released. Of course, the release, right here. This is probably a spawn area, and this is probably one of the new creatures. I think it's called the Moradon here, this little corner here. Yeah. So this is honestly just gameplay as a trailer. Yeah, and here's another cool thing: a new water tank, not water tank, new fish variant. I'm gonna go with it's probably gonna be called rock bass or something like that. Some weird, I don't know. That's probably not it. That's just my fishing side. There maybe sea bass or something. This might be a Atlas, which is another snail game. Just a kind of a model used from it, and then or asset, and then we've got down here this little guy, this little mammal reptilian type deal. Honestly, these things remind me of if you've ever watched the documentary deal about planet Earth. This is like the start of like theropods, not theropods, but the creature that came up on land, because this is supposed to be like a 95% underwater experience. So there's a 5%, land base somewhere. Yeah, that's kind of small. But there's that little guy here. And then there's some stuff, some krill, it looks like, or plankton zooming around. And this thing's pretty cool. It's a wingsuit for underwater. Yeah, that's right. Wingsuit for underwater. I physics, I don't know. A jetpack would make more sense. But it's a wingsuit for underwater. As you can see, there's someone standing on the bottom of the base here. So what I'm thinking is these are the lead-lined boots that they talk about, and we'll talk about here in a minute. But I think that's it. That, of course, you see regular building here. So maybe they're inside the new little tech bubble deal that you can build on the bottom. Of course, there's the Moradon. I think that's how you pronounce it, or that's the right creature. I think that's what it is right there. And then attacking a Megalodon. Then there's another creature back there. I can't really tell what it is. Maybe the same thing that Moradon. There's the interesting thing. There's that little mammal creature again. And then a new shark variant. I've seen this shark variant inside of a mod, and it really upsets me. Just because the fact there's a Ark Survival Ascended map, modded map. I think it's called Atlas, and it's underwater and or Sunken World or something like that. There's, I think, 2 of them out there. I don't know. I haven't played on them, but I think one of them has this inside their mod pack, and I think it might be Sunken World that might have this. And honestly, to me, that just it really upsets me. And I know it's not Wildcard that's releasing this and not focusing on it, and it's just Snell Games. And I'm not going to get into my feelings about all this, but it just I don't know. And that underwater wingsuit just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. A jetpack makes more sense. There we go. There's that little. I'm gonna call him krill, maybe prawn, shrimp, something like that. Following that person around on the seahorse, which is a Atlas asset. Then we've got a new soft shell. Well, looks like a soft shell turtle, but clearly has a little hard shell on it. Couldn't just use the archlon because that's a arksurvivalascended creature, and that looks like a Moradon or something. And then of course another turtle. And then there's jellyfish swimming around here and there. But yeah, that's Ark Aquatica, the trailer. My little breakdown of it, what I saw. Let me know what you guys think. I'm probably saying that name of that creature wrong because I am recording this before I look at the little list of stuff that they're changing. So let's get into that. All right, and then here's a little image and a new creature. Some kind of Leviathan creature. Maybe the boss of the map. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, especially since it's supposed to be underwater. I mean, the only other creature we have for an underwater boss is Moder, or Mooter, however you want to say it. But yeah, so of course it's coming to Xbox Series X, PS5. So sorry, Xbox 360. I don't even know if Ark Survival Evolved is on that. I want to say it is, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've booted up an Xbox 360. So I've always played it on the Xbox Series. The Series X or S, but not really the X, the one. There we go. Yeah, and then PS5, Steam, of course. Now, here's another creature. If you can kind of squeeze, kind of imagine, there's a creature here. Kind of looks like an anglerfish of some sort. Yeah, so another creature. So we get 17 new creatures, as stated here. And then they've got new abilities and a protective mud puppy, which we can kind of show off here in a second as well. And then we've got to encounter mutated variants of familiar dinos. So probably, there's a hammerhead, I believe, in one of the images. And then there's some other stuff that kind of look like, creatures like that. So maybe like that. Or maybe like this anglerfish where it looks terrifying in the background. Maybe that's what it is. I don't really know, that part. And then the mud puppy, of course, I feel like it's maybe going to be like the otter or something like that. Your little travel, you want your buddy with you type deal. And then there's new engrams, and of course that means probably new, tiers of, new structures or something like that. Of course, it's going to be taken by the lead boots, the little jetpack, well, not jetpack, winged suit deal. And then, of course, you got to get your muttons. Yep, you got your this spelling right there. Your muttons. I really, I didn't realize that when I was proofreading everything, just trying to make sure I kind of got the gist of everything. But yeah, okay. And all right, so trikes underwater. I don't really know if that's the thing, but that would make sense. Construct tech air pockets. So that little deal I was talking about with the base, how they were walking, it could have been that, but there was stuff down there. So how does it? It's supposed to be an air pocket. How does a creature swim through air? Yeah, okay. I'm not. The physics are just. I don't know. I'll leave it at that. And then there's new cooking recipes. So kelp, salad. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Kelp. Ghillie suit. That would make total sense underwater. Hey, that's a floating ball of kelp. Actually, that'd be probably a good way to hide. Yeah. Anyways, so new challenges. So that Leviathan will probably be a new challenge. There's a labyrinth. Okay. And then there's new biomes, 5 of them. So yeah, that's not bad at all. And then, of course, landscape, and you gotta, master of all that. And then, of course, this is the origin story of Element. So how Element came to be, which I'm pretty sure in lore, like I said, I'm not a lore person, but I'm pretty sure it crashed into an ocean. So maybe this is just a part of that ocean. Maybe this is part of, That's why everything's malfunctioning and it's becoming, just water. So yeah, that'd be completely, you know, kind of lore something if you're into big on the lore. So yeah, let's go over some more images here. All right, so here's some more images we got here. Just kind of the basis. I really feel like it's gonna be more cloudy. It's Ark underwater, so I mean, surely maybe like Genesis where it's a little bit easier, not island where you can't see, but right in front of you. So I mean, yeah, there's some assets taken from here and there. Like this is probably Extinction, maybe parts of Genesis. There's some different little stuff that's like this. That looks like a cave off in the distance. But yeah, there's that. Here's another little underwater waterfall, which is possible. Which is possible. I mean, so maybe there's a little hidden cave back there that you can get into. Put a little air pocket in. That wouldn't be bad. Uh, of course, Survival Evolved is still got a good player base. Probably, honestly, I haven't looked at the numbers. Probably better than Ascended, just because of all the back and forth with the game that people have had. So yeah, this looks pretty cool. I mean, I feel like maybe up here you're gonna be able to get up. I mean, this looks pretty shallow, so maybe this is the 5% landmass that will be there. Um, there's the Mordon. I want to say that's the right thing, and a jellyfish. Uh, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we've got it doing a little electric attack to a megalodon. So yep, and I think nope, there's jellyfish back in the background again. Maybe something there. I don't know. Of course, there it is again, the Carcanos, and then the little crab, not crab, Carcanos, and then that little soft shell turtle type deal there. Yep, and hammerhead sharks, like I said, and that new fish variant. Yeah, so I mean, there's 17 creatures that is going to go on. So this is what I'm talking about. I think this might be above land. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because like these rocks are floating. So this could just be underwater, and there's just kind of some floating rocks there. There's that hammerhead shark that I was talking about once again, and then the no, not buzzsaw. That's a buzzsaw would be the helicropon. Um, I want to say it's just called a sawtooth shark or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, there's that guy. So that's all the images I've got here. So I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. This is Ark Aquatica, if I'm saying that right. Honestly, I'm getting hardcore Subnautica vibes, especially with that Leviathan. Just reminds me of Subnautica and the Ghost Leviathan. I think that's the right one. Yeah, if I'm correct. But anyways, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Ark Aquatica. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna go into it with a fresh mind. I'm not gonna judge it on the fact of when it was released and how it was released and who released it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go into it fresh mind, act like it was being released back when Ark Survival Evolved was popping, still popping. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go record some Ark Survival Ascended content now. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If this is your first video you're seeing me, if you could leave a like, I would appreciate it. Get the video out there, and of course, I will catch you later.